Bitcoin is getting ready for another gigantic move, and while we're watching at these patterns, we can see that on-chain data is telling us we are about to be having another massive short squeeze. So I will be talking about this, the liquidity heat map, the most important charts on Bitcoin, and many more important stuff. I will talk about my trades and more. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap up that like button on today's update video. Can we smash it back above 700? That will be absolutely incredible. With that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term for the price action on Bitcoin. So what I have been saying for quite a while here is that of course the Bitcoin spot ETF is going to get accepted in 20 to 25 days, and I think that we're going to be having a gigantic pump once we're going to be coming in that window of potential Bitcoin spot ETF acceptance. So while we have that dump towards the downside, I said to everyone on the channel we want to be looking at long positions. I set up some long orders in this green box right here that didn't got filled. I did got some long orders filled up on this wick towards the downside, but like you can clearly see here on the lower side, I'm only currently in an approximately $800 profit, so it's not necessarily a big trade where I got entered with, so that is still quite unfortunate. I still have my orders set up around the 39.7k region in case Bitcoin really is going to come down again. But if I'm looking at the imminent short term for Bitcoin right now, we can currently clearly identify that this has been previous big resistance, currently flipped into massive support. And if you're looking at this trend here on the top side, there are two important points here, the lower point right here in the market and the drop off point here on the top side. So the $44,000 I think is going to be a big level of resistance, and of course this level that already has been showing us it is a big level of resistance. So Bitcoin currently remains to be consolidating. I think we're about to be having another big move here, but let me firstly talk about the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, because guys, right now we can currently once again see that there's a massive amount of Bitcoin shorts piling up above us again, and you can see currently around that 44 to $45,000 level, there's maybe more than $2 billion in Bitcoin short liquidations laying. So yeah, this is very interesting to be seeing. And honestly, if Bitcoin sees another pump towards the upside, I think a lot of these short positions are going to get squeezed out here. So I will not close out on my Bitcoin long position. I'm just going to keep it open. And of course, if Bitcoin falls down towards my target around 39.7k, I'm still going to be entering more. But honestly, my personal expectation is that we're not going to go towards that lower target of 39.7k again. But like you can currently see, this is the most important resistance that we're trying to be breaking through. Personally, I think we are going to be breaking through it. And honestly, I will be just looking at this symmetrical triangle, because Bitcoin is once again creating a new clear pattern that is going to be telling us about what is going to be happening next here. And honestly, I think this symmetrical triangle is the best pattern to be looking at right now, because we clearly can spot the upward sloping support line with more than 5 touch points on the lower side, the downward sloping resistance line here from the top side on Bitcoin as well. So honestly, this is looking very good for the Bitcoin price action right now, because the symmetrical triangle is a typical continuation pattern, and since the trend has been overall bullish, I really think it is going to be actually breaking bullish again here. So the support we're going to be looking at is sitting somewhere around $41,000, and really at the point where Bitcoin starts to be breaking below support or either above resistance, that is the point where I will be expecting the next move is going to get initiated. And if we're going to be looking at realistic price targets, I'm going to be aiming for a bullish target around $46,000 and a bearish target somewhere around $39,000, what also makes a lot of sense as a bearish bias target. So these targets both make sense for me. They're very realistic, and honestly, I will be only expecting these targets to be hit once we see a confirmed breakout, not just a wick above the resistance. So still, I think on the bigger perspective, Bitcoin remains to be sitting in this consolidation phase between $44,000 and that $40,000 level. I think this is a big level of support below us, and this is a big level of resistance. So I remain to be expecting that even though if we have the breakout, Bitcoin is probably going to go up again and then potentially have a potential retracement. But honestly, if we break above the red box on the top side, then really Bitcoin could start to fly even higher. And yes, guys, if you want to be trading your Bitcoin yourself, make sure to go to the link description of today's video where you can currently sign up for a link to BYBIT. And if you sign up using that link, you can claim a free $1,000 airdrop position. All you need to do here is go to the link description of today's video, sign up an account using that link below, complete KYC level 1, and if you deposit $100 in your first 7 days after registering your account, you could be claiming that free $1,000 airdrop position. So make sure to go in the link description of today's video where you could claim this insane airdrop position on BYBIT. Further on, I do really quickly want to be pointing out this chart on the bigger perspective and why I think these levels are so important. You can just see from the previous consolidation phase that this was, of course, that these green lines here are both the drop-off points for the big correction towards the downside for Bitcoin. And of course, the green box is big support. And the red box has just acted as massive resistance, what basically kickstarted the Bitcoin bear market. So I do really think it's going to be very important to be looking at these things here. And then, of course, as well in Bitcoin, the 2-week time frame, we can actually see that Bitcoin has, of course, once again bounced from the exact same upper sloping support line, and basically it broke once again the downward sloping resist line, and after that it has been going absolutely parabolic. So Bitcoin is actually looking very good on the longer term perspective, and honestly I do still think we could get some retracements right here, but I really think another bull market is going to come, and probably it's going to come in 2024. And then as well, for today's video we've got a sponsor called Geometric Energy Corporation. So what it basically is here is that Geometric Energy Corporation, better said as GEC, is a cutting-edge tech company focused on using advanced technologies for social good. They're currently working on sustainable energies, space exploration, and computer industries. And honestly, they also launched a coin. It has been going down a little bit here in the last week. It's currently sitting around 20 million US dollars in market cap, and the volume is around 2 million US dollars, sitting around P700 in coin market cap. So of course, make sure to always do your own research on these coins. I am not a financial advisor. The coin is not only listed on Uniswap, but also on numerous other cryptocurrency exchanges like Maxi, Polynex, OpenOcean, and Bitmart. They're sharing all kinds of updates about the project, so if you're interested about it, make sure to follow them on Twitter for sure, where you can also learn more about the project. We'll also leave a link on today's video description. Going further in towards the content, if I'm currently looking at the Bitcoin dominance, honestly, I am not necessarily expecting altcoin season is going to be here. But what I did said a couple days ago is that I think altcoins are going to be picking up again here. Because honestly, if I'm looking at Bitcoin, I think that we're about to be entering a consolidation phase. And if Bitcoin is going to be entering a consolidation phase right here, I honestly do really think that altcoins are going to be starting to be exploding. So yeah, that is my expectation that I'm currently looking for. So yeah, that is currently my expectation. I think Bitcoin is going to go a little bit more sideways right here, consolidate in the symmetrical triangle we're looking at, and that could really give altcoins the room to actually grow more exponentially towards the upside. So we can see that the Bitcoin dominance is not necessarily massively increasing. Like I said several times before, really once Bitcoin breaks its all-time high, that is the point where I would really start to scale in massively towards altcoins, because that's the point that usually altcoins goes most exponential, and we're really entering altcoin season. And I mean, last thing I want to be saying here is that of course the dollar index has been seeing a rapid decline here, and due to that Bitcoin has also seen this slight uptick recently. So the dollar index looks to become weaker and weaker over time. And that is, of course, for the long term, a very good thing for Bitcoin. So let's see how that's going to be playing out. But anyways, guys, this was it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to slap all the like button on today's video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.